Hello again, Squire. Fancy a copy of today's edition? Have a gander at that. Come back tomorrow if you fancy fresh news. Scandals, vandals, where to buy sandals? It's all here in the Boulder's Mouth Gazette.
Those charms all sound a bit out of my price range.
Too.
You're just mad I sell more copies than...
Here's a tip. Latest Boulder's Mouth edition. Oh, dynamite. That Lord Gortash. Never mind. Is it a bad idea?
Dare puke on your uniform.
The Blushing Mermaid. Not my preferred drinking hole, dear readers. In fact, hole may be the perfect word to describe this tavern.
Nice to see yous again. Today's edition's cheap, if you fancy it. Not to worry, there's a new edition every day. Stories, get right here! The pretty block has never been so hot.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. The Mouth can publish all the fluff pieces it wants about those steel watchers. I think they're a menace.
The statue is of Balduran, founder of the city, forever looking out to sea. Downstairs, the glitter gala. Upstairs, the chromatic scale.
Refugees. What a dreadful existence.
Take you in. Our mansion's big enough.
What's that?
Drab attire, lackluster skin. My darling, you need my gems. They'll brighten even a ghoul like yourself. Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself. A skeleton would be more accurate. You have good bones, darling. You just need decoration, and you're in the right place. Darling, we're on this plane but for a blink of the eye. Why not get a little luxurious? Remember, a life without glitter is no life at all. Take care now.
Open up.
Trust no one. On tippy toes. I am a gentleman.
Your light fingers have attracted attention. It seems an explanation may be in order. You've been given the benefit.
I've got a long road ahead. Bet I can crack that open.
Your lockpicking is a...
Still in control. Just.
A customer. Come, Docha. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums. Flute? No. Liar. Oh. Well, no matter. My instruments make the most splendid of gifts. I'm sure you'll find something for even the most contrary of bards. Thank you.
You want a copy of this rag? Gold. Make it quick. Me stupid dad makes me sell these shite rags. Pillock. If you want one, it's gold. Yeah. The best one in town. Also, the only one in town. You want a copy? Gold. The Boulder's Mouth Gazette. When the mouth barks, the fist bites. I forget the real slogan, but you get the idea. Now, buy a copy, or leave. So, you're still standing here, why?
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while you're with a client.
No matter what the mouth says.
I wouldn't hold your breath if you're here to see Figaro.
I really need my hair doing, so you'll have to wait in line.
Get in the bloody queue.
Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Swim into the upper city.
How long do you think Master Pennygood expects us to wait? I'm bored already.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord. But together, we shall transcend. A challenger. My lord tests me. This piteous hovel will be your grave, challenger.
Taste my fury.
Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
No way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Where do I go from here?
This feels good.
This, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Yes. On the way.
Still breathing, despite everything. Swift as my feet can carry me.
I
can't believe I'm glad to see a bowl spawn. But gods, I knew you'd be the one to stop this. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then perhaps it's a good job I ran into him. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. You, on the other hand, you've probably seen your fair share of murders since you discovered your heritage. We can question the assailant later, once he comes round. But I think I have it now. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. That document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It offers access to the tribunal, an initiation rite, held by your father's acolytes. And that brings a new cultist into the fold. And it's taking place beneath Candle Hallow's tombstones. Perhaps they've even asked you to undertake this gruesome sacrament. I gravely hope you mean to dismantle it, and this friendship won't end with crossed swords. You're brave, Spawn. To put yourself into the heart of the hells like that. Braver than us all. But you're just one sword against a god. Are you sure you're up to it? A word of advice then, if I may. Infiltrate the cult. Deceive your father's lackeys. If Baal believes he has you, they will let down their guard. There's bound to be a moment where he trips up, and you see a way to stand against him. I don't know what will happen to the gate if you don't. But I do know that you're damn well the best hope we have. In the meantime, I'm going to Basilisk Gate to try to drum up some support and warn as many important people as possible. I hope I can yell loud enough. I'd love to be among the minds of the madmen firsthand. But there's not a chance I'd pass. See you around, Baalspawn. Stay alive for me, won't you?
What can I do for you, my friend?
A passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hallow place.
Didn't like the roughs on the new face made fashion line? Who can say?
When you shot
didn't like the ruffs on the new facemaker fashion line? Who can say?
What else is down there?
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly? Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. In the face of such horror, I don't see that I have much choice. Now, how may I help you today? I sell anything and everything needed to cultivate your countenance. The best you'll find in Baldur's Gate. Certainly better than any dreck you'll pick up in Worm's Crossing. A certain ineffable quality. Beauty in its many forms. Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
You feel it?
Feel what exactly?
Big enough?
Out of sight, out of mind. What's hiding here? Don't mind if I do. bag of holding.
Some rest's better than none.
You're right. And I'm not the best with it. Gods know what else is down there and all.
Stories, get them right here.
No admission to the upper city until further notice. Residents may queue up and wait.
The brain. It's here. Stay away from the gate. Listen to me. If you go any further, the brain will dominate us. We are not ready.
We should heed the Emperor's warning. Passing the gate could be the death of us.
Stay in line! Stop jostling!
The printing block has never been. Graffiti. Ah. Are the gods truly this petty? That graffiti from before. I never thought I'd see it again. Well, I think I was the one who did it. I can recognize my own handwriting. How long ago was this? Years? All the time I spent training, hidden away from the world. I think I must have wanted to leave my mark somewhere. Just to prove I existed. Even to myself. Baldur's Gate. It's amazing how a place I don't truly remember feels so familiar. Just wandering the streets is causing little things to come back to me. Just the barest crumbs of memories, but still. I suppose when you're famished, a crumb is a feast. Honestly, and don't laugh, it's the smells. I never thought I'd be so glad to be greeted by the waft of docks and alleyways. It doesn't dredge up any specifics, just a feeling I can't quite define. But it's a comforting feeling, all the same.
What can I do for you, my friend?
what to do.
Let's get on with it.
Look where you keep it.
There's creeps in cloaks creeping around down in the sewers.
It's all here in the Boulders Mouth.
Can't you feel it?
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Balder.
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
That might be worth a look.
Ah, a fellow inhabitor of the Underdark. You find yourself in the cradle of knowledge relating to our subterranean home, the Society of Brilliance. Tell me, what can the Society do for you? A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them. A most intelligent impulse. But I'm afraid it simply isn't possible. New memberships are on hold for as long as those wretched absolutists are banging on the city gates. It does, however, give you plenty of time to prepare your admission thesis. A brisk 30,000 words should be more than sufficient. Was there anything else?
Lodge of the Society of Brilliance.
My gloom-lit friend. How long has it been? I am glad to see you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else. You have? I would love to hear your conclusions, but it would not feel right to do so without my research partner. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress. A fair assumption. Omeluum is not given to strong emotion, but I know it regrets the damage caused by others of its kind. I am doing my best to conduct my own research in its absence. Unfortunately, my second-hand knowledge does not compare to the innate understanding Omeluum brings to such study. Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls, and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Ormeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path. Of course, I should get back to my research. Your tadpole's stasis is naturally. The Underdark provided us with some most unusual salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring mind busy.
Once I publish my paper, proving that it's just hyena mite infections that make gnolls so angry, I'll be famous.
Careful, I bite. With ease.
Middle Cobalt is fascinating. With pleasure.
I have such a headache.
And extremely attractive.
The implications of the moment you're living in is this one. Worry about the next one when it comes. Pale of its plight. Suppose
spectral beckoning from beyond the veil.
His ears could just be cold.
Exercise caution. We do not yet know whether the spirit is malevolent or benign.
Oh, God. What if it is malevolent? What if it's out to get us?
Worry not! I am well equipped to protect us in that eventuality.
You think that wand from that charlatan of Devil's Fee is going to protect us? If there was anything we needed protecting from.
One must be prepared at
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed. Give it time. I had to wait for... I don't even know how long to catch a glimpse. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you? Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm as fit as a fiddle. It's just that certain things are eluding me.
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me, seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she? Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name. There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Greetings.
The House of Grief.
You are in the right place. Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Welcome, friend. Your burdens are soon to be made as light as a feather. Trust me.
The House of Grief welcomes you, and stands ready to ease your troubles. Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time. This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not. As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you. Follow me.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
All right. What now?
Have a seat. The mapping will begin shortly.
I'm ready.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
All's well that ends well.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it, at any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name, in full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Lyconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Clever girl. She's not taking any chances. We shouldn't either.
Let's get going.
Interesting. Good. This is it. Where I was raised. Trained. Held. It's strange to be back.
I feel odd. My memories feel more like dreams, or stories I've half overheard.
This place is miserable, even for the House of a God. Don't touch me. Simple.
No time to rest.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on, pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
Oh, for a skeleton key. Watch your back.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over. Good.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you. The Mother Superior will deal with you.
To lose it. Candles will gutter. Hearts will burn low. The stars will dim. Shed no tears for such fools. They are unworthy of Lady Shah's truth and doom themselves. We shall leave them behind. The Night Singer shall lead us to our reward.
There can be no reward without loss. No salvation without sacrifice.
Lady Shah smiles upon our endeavors.
Each of you has suffered in your own way and sought out the Night Singer. The gift of loss will soothe all woes, but only for those who deserve it. Assure your place at her side. Serve her to your last breath, and you shall have no fear of death.
There is no fear, but the fear of failing the Night Singer. Lady Shah watches our every step.
Lady Shah's darkness awaits us all. But how shall you meet it? When the time comes, shall you be embraced by the dark? Or... They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shah. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shah's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick. Not for you.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it. Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shah, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts. Those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shah's pure, endless darkness. I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle. We learned all we could. The artifact was the one thing the absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp. I had to have it. To fight so many foes openly could prove unwise. Shah's children are better deployed as daggers in the shadows, not massed upon a battlefield. So let the others fight while we wait. Once they are spent and bloodied from each other, we would slip in and take the prize. Alas, most of those I sent perished. All but one.
I should thank you. If you hadn't sent me on that suicide mission, I'd never have learned the truth.
You there! Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shah's forces your allies in the battles to come. As you like. Lilala! For Shah!
Let's finish this.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Talk to me. Heading there.
Still on my feet. Need to find a way forward.
am Lady Shah. The unknown father, offering an embrace of fang and claw.
Let's go.
The exit road.
Lady Shah's will shall be done! Her foes shall perish!
The Night Singer shall prevail!
Lady Shah's will shall be done.
Sure as night shall fall.
Got to focus. Got to press it.
Blood comes easy these days.
Time to strike.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Light on my feet.
I will ascend.
Is futile. The darkness awaits you.
No further.
Another step forward.
fury. I am death.
I have to find my parents. They must be close. Shah did not come to Viconia's defense. All who bow to her are disposable pawns. In the end, the mission she sent me on was a lie. Same as everything else she ever told me. She sowed her own downfall in trying to take the prism for herself. Had she never sent me, I'd still bow to Shah, none the wiser.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shah's embrace.
She still has answers I need. My parents. Where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Answer me!
They are right through that door in the Chamber of Loss. Where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. But they didn't forget. They watched as we molded you. They watched. They wept. They bled. Often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
Why? Why me? Why all this effort?
Lady Shah commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shah ordered me to raid it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. Shah had me do that. And I did. To cover my tracks. To usher in you.
What are you talking about?
You became my mission. To take a child of Seluna's and turn her over to Lady Shah. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And still you threw it away. Sympathy is for the weak. I merely wanted to say my piece. I wanted her to know the cost of her education. Now, do what you will. Yes, do it. Her embrace awaits me.
No, it doesn't. She doesn't care about any of us. Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while. My parents are still captive. I need to free them. No time to dally.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
Going a little longer now.
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shah condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shah.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shah.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up. I can still scarcely believe it. You've returned, and the Mother Superior is gone. So much can change, so quickly. Well, you had a pet mouse for a while. It was against the rules, of course. You used to hide him under your robes and feed him from your rations. Nibbles. I suggested Bree, but you were having none of it. She caught you with him. Forced you to get rid of him in front of everyone. To make an example. You always loved animals. But you never let yourself get too close after that. I'm sorry. Not the sort of thing you want to hear, I'm sure. Well... You know that little scar on your elbow? I was there when you picked that up. It was years ago when we were initiates. Some of the others were intent on tormenting us until you showed them the error of their ways. I think it was 6 against 2, and most of them were bigger than us to boot, but you saw them off, all of them. There were some bruised lips and black eyes in the mess hall that night. And from then on, they left us alone. Or at least, they bothered us less. A collision between your elbow and the teeth of a girl called Buddock. She came away from it worse than you. She was on the same mission as you. I suppose she won't be coming back. In any case, the Mother Superior soon broke up the fighting, though she didn't punish us. In fact, I saw her smiling. I think she was proud of you. Just small things, silly things. The sort you'd scarcely recall even if your memories were left intact. You had a little hiding place that you went to when you needed to get away. You brought me there sometimes. We'd talk, play, read, do each other's hair. Hidden at the back of the storage area. Luckily enough, as quartermaster, I was able to keep it hidden back there. It should be, well, if not how you remember it, exactly as you left it. The plait and fringe? Yes, on your instructions, of course. You were very intent on a bold look, I think you said. My hands were cramped by the time I finished, but you were very pleased. I like the new look as well, though. You always did like a dramatic touch. Remains to be seen. This place is all I've ever known. In time, perhaps I'll venture out there, see what I've been missing. But for now, old habits die hard. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
Let's move.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well. Be sure to get everything you need. Come tomorrow, I'll be gone.
What can I do for you?
Githyanki. Part of the Sharan's preparations to seize the astral prism, no doubt.
These jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessala, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not. These jewels. Why do I remember these, of all things? A gift from Soldanessala, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not. Me. 40 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen. Why, hello, lover.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
She will. She must. Altar. Vault. Counting house. Lady Shah's command. Waterdeep. Deception. Slaughter. Menzo Paranzan. Underdark.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Back there, behind the crates.
I wonder what the next move is.
No one stopped me yet. Keep it together.
My old haunt. Don't remember it, but it's comforting to be here.
Might be useful. A mirror that steals memories. Very Sharon.
My parents are still captive. I need to free them. Why, hello, lover.
Well, hello. Hardly a challenge.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Only a patriarch's loss can open this door. What does that mean? Loss of status? Wealth?
Should be easy.
Something on the altar.
Looking ahead.
I see them. I see my parents. God, what's been done to them? Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No. There is no trick. It's her. Jennifer. Jen. Our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
It is not over. You see, it matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you try to step away from me, every time you try to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. Victory. Your victory is but a guttering candle in the dark. Temporary. Inconsequential.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile lives humans lead. This is my final lesson. I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shah's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shah will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shah's reach, and we'll be at peace.
I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
I didn't come this far just to give up at the final hurdle. We're leaving this place together. I'm going to take care of you.
Our time has passed, Jennifer. You must not let us burden you.
You're no burden. You're my strength. I think I know where my willful side comes from now.
But...
Hush, Anel. Jen wants her family. Jen shall have her family. How can we help, dear?
Get out of this place as soon as your strength allows. There's a camp. You'll be safe there. Everything that's happened. Shah, my parents. It's almost too much to take in. Give me a night to try and get my head together.
Shadowheart's search is concluded. The Night Singer may inflict pain upon her, but never her will.
Credit where it's due. Shadowheart is tenacious. And tougher than I expected. Pain can break anyone. But she bore it well. And got what she wanted. Even if she's damned herself to a lifetime of that same pain.
My faith will guide me.
Never a dull moment. Still alive. So that's progress.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps. Huge. This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
You feel a presence, dark and ancient. It approves of your fealty. The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? Something precious was surrendered. Already you cannot recall its exact nature, but you feel its loss all the same. Still though, for whatever was lost, something new shall be gained. A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. You embody Aves, the merchant you met deep in mourning. His wife died, and he cannot bear to go on. Only the House of Grief can help him. Whatever power lurks the dark mirror. The huge mirrors, the mirrors, and you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? You feel parts of your own being take flight from you. Is this what Shadowheart experienced when she surrendered her memories? Still though, for whatever was lost, something new shall be gained. You feel the presence of something ancient and unknowable. It has taken notice of you. It seems to be intrigued by you. Where once the mirror showed nothing, there is now something. Memories, experiences, skills, all prized from the minds of others, and now offered to you to choose from. Adoring looks, spawning laughter, and nods of agreement are your constant companions. Is there anything a quick tongue and a warm smile cannot achieve? The memory fades away, yet it leaves its mark on your mind. The dark mirror seems to turn dormant, its hunger sated.
There is work to do.
Where am I? What's going on?
Keep a blade close.
A huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror. One used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. The mirror's emptiness seems to draw you into a stupefying embrace. Your thoughts, feelings, memories, they grow slow and drowsy, drifting away from each other. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? Something precious was surrendered. Already you cannot recall its exact nature, but you feel its loss all the same. Still though, for whatever was lost, something new shall be gained. A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. You embody a merchant deep in mourning. His wife died, and he cannot bear to go on. Only the House of Grief can help him. Whatever power lurks deeper in the recesses of the mirror has no interest. The dark... The huge mirror stares the mirror. You must surrender some part of yourself. The gaps in your mind still there. A foreign sense. You embody a heartbroken heiress, desperate to forget an unrequited love. The sadness flees from you, along with a string, whatever the dark. The huge mirror stares the mirror. You must surrender some part of yourself. But what? The gaps in your mind still there. A foreign disappointment floods your mind. You were sure to succeed, Stelmane, but Lord Enver Gortash has stolen your support. All that charming and cajoling in the parlors of the upper city wasted. The memory fades away, yet it leaves its mark on your mind. The dark mirror seems to turn dormant, its hunger sated. The huge mirror stares down at you like a great dark eye.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
How delicious.
The huge mirror stares down at you like a great dark eye. You feel a presence, dark and ancient. It approves of your fealty. The mirrors, and you must surrender some part of yourself. But what? The gaps in your mind grow wider as you allow yourself to be diminished. Still though, for whatever was lost, something new shall be gained. A foreign sensation assails you. For a moment, you do not feel like yourself. Your mind is that of whatever the dark. The huge mirror stared the mirror. You must surrender some part. The gaps in your mind still though. You feel the presence of it seemed where once the mirror showed nothing, there is now something. Memory, adoring looks, spawning laughter and nods of agreement to your constant companions. The memory of the dark.
A long way to go still.
What now?
Action, not reaction. Eager for battle.
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the Sharans to plunder memories from the minds of others. huge, polished disc looms before you. A mirror, one used by the shamans to plunder memories from the minds of others. You feel a presence, dark and ancient. It approves of your fealty. The mirror's emptiness, you must surrender something precious till though. A foreign set disappointment floods your mind. The memory, the dark. The huge mirrors, the mirror, you must surrender some part of yourself. But the gaps in your mind still there. A foreign, whatever the dark. The huge mirror, the mirror, you must surrender some part of yourself. The gaps in your mind still there. A foreign, whatever the dark. The huge mirror, the mirror, you must surrender some part of yourself. The gaps in your mind still there. You feel it's where once the mirror showed nothing, there is now something. You escape across the rooftops of Baldur's Gate with the sure-footedness of a cat. The jingle of stolen gold and the fading cries of the city watch are music to your ears. The memory fades away, yet you feel its influence linger in your body. The dark mirror seems...
What am I to do?
Indolence breeds madness.
Can't give up now.
What's next?
Oh, action, not reaction.
What a day.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Someone there?
At least things have stayed interesting. Yankee. There's something in that debris.
Good.
if this is worth the cost. What path lies before me?
Make way.
Let's turn someone inside out. Outmaneuver them.
Time to strike. Can't afford to let up. Have to keep going.
Sounds like there's gold inside. Their proceeds.
I think I should be quite happy living in a tree. Greenery and birdsong all around.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
This is a colossal waste of time.
I feel something. It's peaceful, isn't it? Peaceful for the moment. For how long? I am a genius slayer who may eventually
birdsong at dusk coming here. You don't know what it's like to hear music like that again, after so long without. Thank you. Old. I was a young woman when they seized me. Arnel and I hoped Jen would be joined by siblings. But that dream's gone now. And there's a stranger in the mirror. But I still have my teeth. That first apple was worth the wait. Apologies. Even the littlest thing wears me out. I should rest a little. We'll talk soon, Arnel.
You've shown great kindness, allowing my wife and I to remain with you. Thank you. I'm glad Jennifer found you. She is strong, but she is also human. The years were harder on her than on me, in both body and mind. Shah's pit robbed us of precious time we can never have back. Whatever we have left, I must make count for double, triple. But later, perhaps. I still need time to recover my strength. Some rest, perhaps, will make me better company.
Did you want something?
Shadowheart did what was right, knowing she stood to suffer for it. In so doing, she proved what it means to be a hero.
Shar believes us so fearful of pain that we would empty our lives of all other feeling just to escape it. I will admit a petty sort of pleasure in watching Shadowheart make the goddess look ill-acquit.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconia was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day. Those words are more soothing than the salve Minsk applies to the places the armor chafes. You are a kind and gentle soul. You hear what our friend says, Boo? Viconia is gone for good this time. Ah, I am sorry, Boo! I will stop up my clumsy mouth and would tear out my hair if any remained. Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is. Of course, but also a miniature giant space hamster. The Drow was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them. That is true, but he is also a living thing, and has need of all his inner parts. Thankfully, he preserved his guts heroically. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts.
Is some...
Shadowheart looks so happy, doesn't she? She seems, found. In a way she never seen before, even when she was most devoted to Shah. Her folks must be so glad to have her back, and to see who she's become.
A privilege to witness such a reunion. Shadowheart deserves to have her family restored, when Shah has taken so much from her already.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit.
My faith protects me.
My girl, let me look at you. For so long I had to imagine what you were like, what you had grown up to be. You surpassed those daydreams in every way. I know you are. And we have so much to catch up on. In a little while. After I've had some rest. Once I feel more like myself.
Jennifer, I still can't believe you freed us. That I'm standing here with you. I'd ask you to slap me, so I know it's real, but I don't think I'm yet strong enough to bear it. I can only imagine. It may take a little time before I'm fit to give many answers, though. 40 years in captivity have left my mind cobwebbed. But it will clear, given some rest. I should gather my strength. I've waited so long for this. A little longer won't do any harm.
Everything is clear.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here in a while. Perhaps people lost faith. Or forgot about it. I wanted to come here to see if I felt anything that I hadn't done before. Now that I know what I know. Now that I know who I am. That's a dead girl's name. I don't deserve it. I had to look up how it was spelled, for pity's sake. I have my family back. And now I can't even look them in the eye. I don't deserve to be anyone's daughter.
That's not true.
Not even close.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Alive? Free? Feeling? I've dreamt for years of seeing you like this.
Seeing you as yourself again, Jen. It kept us going all this time.
I can't be your Jennifer. Not as you remember her.
Of course you can.
No. I'd be turning my back on too much. Shadowheart is as much part of who I am as Jennifer. I can't just forget her. That's not what I do anymore. Besides, Shadowheart still suits me. Even better than before, perhaps. You can't cast a shadow without some light. Don't worry. I'm still your daughter. If you want me to be.
I'll call you whatever you like, so long as you're happy. Arnell?
The Moon Maiden guides and helps us find our true selves. Shadowheart. Daughter.
Keep your distance, darling.
Canto 10!
Can't afford to stay idle.
Action, not reaction.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Moon Maiden's blessings to you. It comes and goes, and eventually it will come more often than it goes. Time is far crueler than Shah could ever be. I do not think I will ever get better. But I wish to make the most of the time I have left with my family. Besides, I'm tougher than I look. I'll fight on, now that I have something to fight for. We are a small family. Smaller than I hoped for. But we are whole again. Now this old lady will be getting in the way in your fine camp, I'm afraid. Don't worry. I shall pull my weight and help how I can. After so long in captivity, it feels good to use my hands again.
Seluna's blessings to you. Of course. Only a fool would alienate his child over a name. Shadowheart must determine her own path. That is what the Moon Maiden teaches. Still, I am unused to it. I can only hope she forgives a slip of the tongue now and again. until I adapt. I am. But with Seluna's guidance, I learned how to control the beast long ago. I only let it loose again when my family was threatened. Unfortunately, I was unable to stop what befell us, as neither elf nor wolf. My wife will need care. I wish to find somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us and the moon can watch over us as we sleep. And Shadowheart, too, may wish to join us, perhaps, with her fine paramour at her side. Once you've put down this absolute threat together. I've gleaned enough from word around this camp to know you're more than capable. You will prevail.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Shadowheart, I hope all is well, my dear. Better, in a sense. But you may need to prepare yourself, daughter. Shard took a great deal from me, and time will eventually take the rest. Sooner than you or your father would like, perhaps. I knew this, even when I first fell for your father. He is destined to outlive me, as are you. Shed no tears. We've been blessed with a second chance, and who is to say how long we'll have? More than I ever hoped for, certainly. We must not live in fear of loss. That is not truly living. Only you can say. It seems your father and I have returned to a world in turmoil. And I sense you have a part to play in righting things. We shall remain here at camp and continue to recover what strength we can. Then, perhaps, when all is said and done, we can be a family again. Just one. Take care of yourself. I know you have more struggles yet to come out there, but I do not want to lose my daughter so soon after I found her again.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself
Seluna's
together.
blessings to you. I'm sorry, but what happened in that room, that must stay within the...
There's no time to waste.
Shadowheart, my darling. All is well, I hope. You were to come of age that night, left alone in the woods and using only Seluna's guidance to find your way back to us. But you were not alone in the woods. We caught a Sharan spy near our village and learned that his accomplices sought to abduct you. I had to find you, to bring you home, and I had to do it quickly. In my haste, I made a terrible mistake. I took on my wolf form to cover the ground more quickly, and it worked. I followed your scent and reached you before the Sharans could. But when I found you, you did not see your father rushing to save you. You only saw a wolf hunting you in the darkness. I should have told you of my curse before that night. Then everything would have been different. You panicked, and before I could explain, the Sharans found us. Father and daughter, wolf and prey. They took us both. When I awakened, you were gone, but your mother was with me. They were spiriting us away to the city, hidden and bound. That should have been the day you came of age and into the Moon Maiden's teachings. Instead, the Sharans used us to teach you different lessons. Painful lessons. You could have done nothing back then, not without putting yourself in danger. The Moon Maiden guided you in her own time. Well, it depends. Do you find yourself more hirsute at certain times? Craving warm flesh? Actually, no. Spare your father the answer to that. I am a lycanthrope, but your mother is not. It was a toss of the coin to determine if you inherited that side of me. If you have not changed after all this time, I believe you're safe. Are you sure, Shadowheart? Picking at old wounds may not serve any purpose. Very well. But I shall not wallow in ugly details. That is what they would have wanted. To have let their physical torments live on in our spirits. I will not allow that. They had you use us for practice. All the techniques that the Sharans held pride in. Trickery, interrogation, torture. They even had you, our own daughter, try to convert us. The worst part was not anything you did to us, it is what they had done to you. You didn't recognize us. Those eyes I'd wiped tears from now looked at me like a stranger. I feared I would give in then. But your mother's strength bolstered me. She never gave up calling you daughter, no matter what you said or did. We were still a family in that room, suffering, enduring, but we did not give up. Your mother and I swore we would see the look of recognition in your eyes once again. And we did. Both. They mocked you before our eyes. They said it would discipline you for straying, while extending our torment also. Not just with the pain, but with the knowledge that every time we felt it, your true self was being punished for trying to break through their indoctrination. Don't be. Knowing you were out there gave us the strength to hold on. And you returned to us, just like you were supposed to all that time ago. Yes. Now you know all that is worth knowing. Let us put this behind us for good. A name is nothing. Your happiness is what matters. Just forgive your father the occasional slip of the tongue. I will adapt, given time. I've heard enough about this absolute threat to understand it cannot be ignored. Your mother and I can wait until you prevail. And I know you will. Beyond that, your mother will need my care. And yours, too, if you wish to join us. Somewhere quiet, close to nature, where the sun can warm us, and the moon can watch over us as we sleep.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Saluna's blessings to you. My wife will need care. And Shadowheart, I've gleaned enough from word around this camp to know you're more than capable.
What's next, I wonder?
meet again. That's loot my purse after.
Ease up, won't you? It's just a tiny stone bounced off your rug, not a ballista bolt.
Precisely the S-tube. New prize. New consequences.
Breeze must be blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of foundry, belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city peaceful, my arse.
Just the sort he'll deal with. You will.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Every day.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
What's next, I wonder?
Must lug my guts through this hell.
You can go when I'm through.
Assume nothing.
Keep it together.